You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, this story means a lot to me because over on Black and White Sports, I did a video on this. I got up in the morning, probably 5 a.m. in the morning, shot a video on Henry Ruggs having killed Tina Tintor and her dog in Las Vegas. Before we even get into Josh Jacobs and Ryan Clark trying to make Henry Ruggs out to be a victim, let's make sure before we do that and listen to this video, we just take a trip down memory lane because that's the SUV. This young lady right here and her dog, just so everybody understands, burned alive. All right, when the police showed up, the dog and her were both screaming from inside a burning car, and they burned alive. They could not do anything for them. I want people to understand that. All right, before you even get into the video, he was doing 156 miles an hour. Drunker than hell. Slamming in like a bullet. And there's video out there. I'm not going to show it. I think ultimately YouTube either age restricted the videos that I did because I showed all the videos. But he looked like a speeding bullet, like a rocket had launched into, it was just unimaginable, the horror from this thing. You know, on top of it, I rescued animals for probably 10 or 12 years. I don't do it anymore. I still got a few of my rescues left that will die with me. Henry Ruggs, in my opinion, I will never give him the give the idea that I ever believe that he deserves to be looked at as a victim. No, there were two victims here, and they're not Henry Ruggs. And now there's a chance he could be getting out of jail. I remember when all this first started, the Las Vegas district attorney was talking about upwards of like 50 years for this act. And now they're talking about he might get out within a year. This makes my blood boil. And we'll look at some response to this.
It made me think about Henry Ruggs. You know, an Alabama guy. I saw somewhere that he could be getting out within a year. I mean, you were there in Las Vegas. How difficult was that to deal with as a teammate and a friend to see someone have to go through what Henry was going through, which was, in many ways, self-inflicted?
You see, I got goosebumps, bro. You brought that up. I still talk to Henry. So Henry still called me. We still, like, you know, I'm still help him out and all of them type of things. His wife and his daughter, like all of that. Like we still connected. I know his whole family. You know, he's from Alabama. He played with me at Bama. His mama and them taught me how to bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real love on a deeper level when it come to Ruggs. And the sad part about it was we talked about going out that night. It wasn't nowhere crazy. We went to Topgolf. You feel me? Like he literally told me, he was like, man, you coming? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. It got late. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna step. And then I'm getting woken up to my lawyers calling me like, tell Ruggs we got him. We gonna represent him. And I'm like, what you talking about? And then I'll go on social media and I'm like, whoa. So the first thing that happened to me, I'm like, bro, it ain't no way. So I instantly get mad. And then when I started finding out more about the story and like how, you know, they were supposed to be racing, I'm like, who was he with? But he was with his family. So I went to his house. I had some words with some people over there. And I'm just like, man, like, y'all got to understand, bro. Like, he the breadwinner of the family. He the one changing all of y'all life. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, he's a good kid. He's never been in trouble. I've never seen him do nothing crazy. Like, he was just one of them guys that had a very, very unfortunate situation and something happened, a decision that he made, you know, and that's what hurt me the most because I'm like, man, he ain't somebody that you would look at and be like, bro, you deserve this to happen to you. You know, like, I'm like, man, like, so for me, it hurt a lot, but keeping up with him, man, and hearing him talk, it brings me spirits because he always positive. He's positive about everything, man. Like he's training. They let him train and things like that. So I'm like, you come out, man. I don't know if you will get a chance. I've been talking to some people for him. Like they've been saying that a couple of teams is willing to give him a chance. I'm like, when you get that chance, man, you better not ever, don't look back. Don't look back and prove to yourself and prove to everybody that one decision don't define you and who you are as a man. You know, and that was my biggest thing for real when it came to Ruggs.
Okay, so there's been a lot of players in the league that's gotten second chances. People have compared this to Michael Vick. Well, Michael Vick didn't kill anybody. All right. Greg Hardy, terrible situation. Ray Rice. Boy, the NFL will hit a all new low if they let this dude back into the league. A lot of response from this. How can you take a life, only serve 2 years for it? It's a great question. Like I said, when all this started, there was talk from the judicial system in Las Vegas that he could be, because there was many multiple charges, upwards of 50 years. What are we looking at now? 3 years? I mean, what a joke. It's a total joke. The Chiefs are the team to watch on Ruggs. I could be. A woman burned alive and we are supposed to care about Ruggs. No, I don't. I don't at all. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I haven't watched this whole interview, but not to mention the woman who burned alive in this clip is troublesome. There are several opportunities. Sounds like they want us to feel sorry for Ruggs. Wild. Absolutely. That's they're trying to make him out to be the victim. Promoting a felony, a great account. Yeah, Dov Kleeman taking a little shrapnel on this one. Crazy. So how is it fair that Henry Ruggs might get to come back to the NFL after killing someone in a DUI crash, but Ray Rice got shut out for domestic violence that didn't even take a life? Both situations was wrong. The NFL is weird, to be honest. There is no rhyme or reason, it seems like, when it comes to what it is the NFL does, what they're willing to accept and what they're willing not to. It's a travesty of justice that Henry Ruggs may be released from prison next year. He deserves a much longer sentence than that. It'd be a total joke. A total joke. It's crazy. Concern for the victims is important. Yeah, you didn't hear Josh Jacobs say much about what happened to the people. He killed a young lady and her dog. Fuck him, rot in jail. These two are acting like he's the victim. I agree. It's crazy. A woman burned alive and you get this woke crap. How desperate are you for attention? It's crazy. Poor Henry. They did not even express one word of sympathy for the woman he killed. Burned alive, to be factual. Well, Ryan Clark is the biggest racist on the planet when it comes to sports, so he ain't giving a rat's ass about anybody other than another black person. Let's just keep it real. But all they can do is say they got a bad break and he's a nice guy. They give no fucks at a cultural level. That's a good comment. That's the one that I guess we can end on. And we could keep going. A lot of people are outraged because we're supposed to look at Henry Ruggs as being a victim. Nah, you can forget that. It's appalling. It will be an all-new low if the NFL lets this son of a bitch back in the league. Wow. I will tell you this. I remember the video of he had his girlfriend with him, and she was screaming because Henry Ruggs, he was hurt a little bit. in this thing. And she was like, we need some help. We need some help. The cop looked at her like, because you could hear the screams in the background. And the cop didn't say shit, but you could tell it was all over his face like, fuck that dude. I mean, they couldn't help that lady at all. And her dog. God dang. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.